Hey guys, so right now my son is getting a quarantine haircut because obviously all of our barbershops are closed right now. So I am going to highlight his hair, but he needed a haircut really bad. I'll try to find a before picture and show you, but my husband is currently cutting his hair right now and he is not a happy camper. So let me just show you.
Please stop.
How do you feel right now, Tyler? Sorry guys,
I'm happy
Why?
because I didn't want you doing this.
He doesn't want me to do it, but so Brian used to give them all their haircuts when they were little, and this is kind of takes me back to when he used to give them their haircuts when they were little. So Tyler doesn't want to keep his head still, so we're retreating back to, you know, the day when he was little and he wouldn't sit still. So I think it was kind of cute. This is Tyler and that's Brian. But tomorrow I'm going to give him some highlights in his hair. He's been asking for a while for some highlights, but I have I've just not done it because he's been in school and I just feel like they need to follow some kind of a proper dress code. But since they're not in school, I thought, you know, why not? So I will be vlogging that too. So I just wanted to jump on and just give you a snippet of what we are dealing with here. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Well, it's the next day, so I am kind of piecing together a series of events that is unfolding here in the Keene household. So just bear with me. So yesterday, my husband finally broke down and he cut our 13-year-old's hair. So today we are going to highlight his hair, just bits and pieces of it. So he's been asking to do this for months, but I thought now would be a great time since there's no school. And if I goof it up, it's not the end of the world, but he's really looking forward to it. So I'm going to go and get the stuff to do that today. So I thought I would just jump on and say hi and talk to everybody while I'm getting ready. I found this. It's called Treat Clean Beauty. I found it at Walmart for 10 bucks. It's like an eye balm because I have like these dark circles under my eyes and I'm trying to get rid of them. So I've only been using this for a few days. I can't really tell the difference if it's working, but I've been using it in the morning and at night. So, I mean, we'll see. I think I just have heavy bags under my eyes because it's lack of sleep and I just need the sleep. So, I'm probably just going to do a light makeup today. It is like a monsoon outside here in Kentucky today. So, I am not going to go super crazy with the makeup. I am actually going, I don't know if anybody does Facebook Market, but I really love it. And you can find some good stuff on it. And I sell things on it as well. But I found a desk. I've been looking for just not a big desk, but like kind of a medium-sized writer's desk because I don't have a lot of space in my house. I actually tease my kids that I'm going to make them have a bedroom together so I can take an extra room. I'm wanting to do like my own little craft area. I got a Cameo silhouette. If you don't know what that is, it's a vinyl cutter, and I'm really excited to start to get into that, and I will be vlogging about that as I go along. If you have a Cricut or a Cameo, let me know. Let me know which one you have in the comments because this is a very, very new journey for me, and the more I can learn, the better. But I got the Silhouette Cameo 4. It is Wi-Fi, and I also have got one of the a heat press. So the heat press I can make shirts, and I got the mini heat press so I can start to make hats. So if you do all that stuff, let me know. If you like your vinyl cutter, let me know. And so we can do this journey together, because I am kind of just lost. So I'm going to get that out and play with it today. We got our kids a, we got them laptops a couple years ago for Christmas. We thought, you know, that they're into gaming, and we thought that they would enjoy just being, you know, gaming on their own laptops, and they never used them. So is it bad that I decided to just take a laptop from one of my kids that's not being used? I mean, it's just sitting there. They're not using it, and I did ask. I didn't just like take it, and they don't care. I mean, they have their PlayStations and all of that stuff, and YouTube, and they didn't care. So I'm going to work on all of that today and get that set up, and when I'm done, I'll show you the setup. I want to show you guys my bedroom. So if you watched one of my video, you'll see that we painted our bedroom a while back. Honest, guys, I've had this paint for, I know 6 months before I finally did it, because I put it off because I love to paint. As you know, I've vlogged painting my laundry room. But that's it's a lot easier to paint your laundry room versus your bedroom, because there's so much that has to be moved. And I prefer to try to do as much on my own as I can, but I'm not She-Ra and I can't move things around anymore. So I put it off, but we finally painted it, and then, you know, another month or so went by, and I never put anything on the walls. I never got anything for the bed. So I finally did, and I think I did a vlog to ask everybody what bedroom suit or bedroom bedspread they liked the best, and it ended up going completely different. But I'll show you. My room is a mess, but I just want to show you what it looks like, what we actually ended up going with. Let's see. I can't turn it around, so we're just going to do it this way. So I actually ended up going with the it's called the Buffalo Plaid. It's like a checker type thing, and it's actually reversible as well. My only regret is I got the king and I didn't get the California king, so it's a little short, but I have another blanket that I'm going to offset it with and it'll work. So yeah, so I think it looks pretty good, don't you? I got the sconces that you see on the wall. I got those from the Facebook Marketplace. And I got the I'll show you. This is what my husband got for our anniversary. Gosh, this is so hard to maneuver. And what it is it's a map of the stars the night we got married. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let me know what you think. It's still a work in progress. We still have a lot that needs to be done, but you know, money doesn't grow on trees, and we're like trying to be super strategic financially right now. So you know, everything just comes at the right time. I try not to get in a hurry to buy things, because I believe that at the right time the Lord will provide, and I will get, you know, what I need at a better price that's functionable for us. So like, I'm not doing a whole lot to my hair and my makeup today. I honestly will probably end up wearing a hat. So I woke up so junky. It's like allergies big time because of this weather. It's like one day it's sunny and it's hot, and then the next day it's raining and it's cold, and then the next day it's snowing. So I don't know if everyone is familiar, but in Kentucky we celebrate, I'm sure everyone knows, we celebrate every May the Kentucky Derby. It's a big deal in Kentucky. I grew up probably about 4 blocks from the racetracks, so it's always been a big deal in my life. And I've never known life without it. So this year, the Kentucky Derby, our Thunder over Louisville, our Great Balloon Race, our Steamboat Race, our Chow Wagon, all of the celebrations that we do leading up to the Oaks and the Kentucky Derby has been canceled this year. So it's really different for me. Well, excuse me. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink. While I don't necessarily go to the Derby, we do watch it, and it's kind of just a family tradition that we watch it, and we all just have this fun thing where we guess which horse is going to win every year. And this year, they say they're postponing it so August will be Thunder, and then September will be the Kentucky Derby. While I appreciate that, it's not the same, and I'm afraid that it's going to be canceled altogether, because we had a huge, so every year we also have Hometown Rising and then a couple other major concerts, and those aren't until September, and those were canceled. So I'm afraid that the Kentucky Derby is going to be canceled too, which is really sad because it really is a huge deal for Kentucky, and it's traditional, like hundreds of years of tradition, and so I'm really kind of bummed out about that. But I know we all just need to do what's best for us and our health, but it's still, did I just use that color? I don't know. But it still makes me sad nonetheless, because it is a huge part of my childhood. So maybe they'll keep it, but I really don't see that happening. I see, if they canceled Hometown Rising, I completely think that they will cancel the Kentucky Derby. I think it's just going to be too much. So I'm pretty sad. My son's birthday, my son will be 22 years old coming up. This eyeshadow looks terrible, but you know what? It's okay. He'll be 22 years old coming up, and May 3rd. And I don't think I'm going to be able to see him. And every year, tradition, I make him a eclair cake, and then his choice of a meal. But this year, I just don't see it happening. So I went ahead and went to, we have a place called My Favorite Muffin. And I went and got him my favorite muffin. And I'm going to make his meal and have him come and pick it up. Which isn't the same. I just want to hug my son. But I can't. So, there's I know a lot of birthdays, we missed Easter. So I'm hoping that all of this will fade out soon. But what I'm afraid of, what everyone is afraid of, is that we might have a setback. But we don't know until we try it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I'm going to he's requested pork chops and scalloped potatoes, and he likes fried green beans. So that's what I'm making him this year. I think that's what he wants every year. So that's what we're going to do. I can't believe he's going to be 22. That's unreal that my baby is going to be 22 years old. Crazy. So if you don't know our family dynamics, you hear me talking about this. Brian and I are married, but Brian has 2 children from a previous marriage, and I have 2 children from a previous marriage. And so we don't see our children any different. So I call them his kids my kids and vice versa. So we have I have a 28-year-old, a soon to be 22-year-old, and then we have he has Ethan and Tyler, which live here with us, and they are 15 and 13. And they are something else. Tyler's a hot mess. You'll see in a little bit. I'll be videoing him in a little bit. So, blended families are definitely not for the faint of heart. It's not been an easy journey, just for sure. But it's our journey, and I'm okay with it. I knew what I was getting into when I married Brian. So, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so. Alright, so it's wet outside, and I don't know. I really don't want to do a whole lot with my hair because it's wet, so I'm probably going to, this is where, there we go. How does that look? Okay. And a little lip gloss today. I like these lip glosses, but they don't last. You have to put them on like throughout the day, all day long. Let me fix this pony. Make it cute. Kind of cute, huh? And then that's it. This is my look for today. So I will be back in a little bit. I'm going to highlight Tyler's hair, and we will be back to vlog that. So I will see you soon. Bye. Hey everyone. So you see, I got someone special with me today. This is Tyler. Tyler, say hi.
Hi.
So Tyler has been wanting highlights for quite some time now, and we've been telling him no for quite some time now. But since we are in quarantine and he's not going back to school this year, we thought this would be a great time to give him highlights. So I went to our local store and bought the last Frost and Glow kit. And we're going to do this cap and all. And yeah, so we'll see. I thought I'd just vlog and see so you all could come along and watch the process. So I will probably get quiet throughout this, and then I will come back and talk in just a minute. So for now, I'm going to put the cap on.
That doesn't look comfortable.
Has anybody ever done, I've done this before. Has anybody else ever done this? So I'm only going to highlight the top. His hair is pretty dark, so if it comes out orangey, at least I have some purple shampoo to kind of tone it down a little bit. So, so what we're gonna do is, we need to brush your hair down. Now, tell me where you want it. Just like all through the top?
Like front, just random.
Random places? Alright. I mean, if we mess it up, it'll grow out, or he can just live with it. Right? So his dad gave him a haircut last night. Turn around and look at me, Tyler. The key to these is to make sure that you put the cap on straight. And you secure it down. So you want to make sure you secure it pretty tight, but don't choke yourself or your child. Okay. And I'll just flip that up. Can you see?
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull through. It gives you two things. So this is to mix this solution, and then this is to pull the hair through the cap. You see it has the little, it's kind of like a knitting needle, and it has a little hook on the end of it. So I am going to, if you can see, so it kind of sections this off for you if I was going to do my hoe head. But since I'm just doing this for Tyler, I'm going to pull through the big circles. If you pull through all of the circles, you're going to get more of a full blonde effect or a highlight effect on top of your head. But he just wants like the sporadic. So I'm just going to pull through, so like through here where this line is. I'm going to pull the big circles and through here around the front of his face. So I'm going to get started now. And when you pull through, you want to make sure that you pull enough hair to highlight. So the thicker the hair, the more highlights, the thicker the highlights are going to be. The thinner the hair, the slimmer the highlights are going to be. It won't be as like prominent. And then you just kind of just reach in there and pull it out. You okay?
Yeah.
You see what women go through to get pretty, Tyler?
I guess.
You think this is a process? Go to the salon and get oils put in your hair. That's a process.
This kind of hurts.
I'm hurting you?
No, not really. Just the hair whenever you pull on it.
Can you imagine having long hair like mine and pulling it through?
No, I cannot.
So another thing is you want to make sure once you put the solution on that this is pulled down tight to the scalp, because if it's not, whenever you add the coloring to the hair, it will bleed and you don't want spots. So that's pretty important too. I am just doing thin highlights through Tyler's hair to begin with because we don't want to like shock him to death with crazy blonde hair. So he's going to have very thin highlights. There's that. Now, if you were doing your whole head, it would take some time, but since I'm just doing a little bit of his head, if you can see, put your head down, it shouldn't take as long. So I think this is what we call baby highlights. I think it'll look good. So this cap has another protectant layer underneath of it, so you have to penetrate the plastic at the top and the plastic, that protected layer, you have to penetrate that as well. You all right?
Yeah.
Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain, son.
Can you just imagine having this much hair though?
What do you mean?
Like at the top. Just
that?
Yeah, just that much hair.
Just little seedlings?
Yeah.
Like your dad.
What?
Like your dad.
Yeah.
your dad used to do this. I used to get these highlights similar to this, and your dad would sit and pull all of my hair out through the cap.
That would be nice of him. Did it hurt?
Not really. It was just time consuming. So don't forget, if you pull thick pieces of hair through this cap, you're gonna get more highlights, and your hair will probably run together and look blonde. But if you pull thin pieces of hair, so these two are fighting for the same spot, so you have to be careful.
Are you gonna do the front too?
Yeah, you want your bangs, right?
Yeah.
You know, this is what we do in quarantine. Let me push this down so you guys can see. Sorry, guys. See what we're doing here. You can only see like the corner of your face, but there you go. Doesn't he look so cute? Here, thumbnail. Or thumbnail. All right. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. It's been cold and rainy here. Pretty much the consensus for April in this part of town. Okay, so I went over too far. I don't want to pull too much. So typically if I was doing my hair, I would have to make sure that I was getting the same consistent with the amount of pieces that I'm pulling through. But since I am doing his hair and we're doing baby highlights, and his hair obviously is a lot shorter than mine, it's easier to do, and we don't have to be consistent because it's more of a fun look. And he's like, it kind of is, this is his personality. He's just always has been the child that beats to the marches to the beat of his own drum. So let's see, your hair is all the way down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish pulling all of these pieces through, and then I'm going to mix the solution. And then I'm going to make sure the cap is secure once again. And make sure there's no loops. So what you can do is you can brush it. And then that kind of gets all of the tangles and the loops out. We got to the store and I was buying the stuff, and your dad goes, I'm glad if someone asked me if this was okay. And I said, well, is it okay? He said, well, yeah, you already told Tyler he could do it.
Dad told me I could have his coffee.
When?
Never.
When?
Yesterday.
He's fired.
I didn't have it though because you said no.
So see how that's just going to be like more of baby hairs along the front, because it's not going to pull all of your hair. So I'm not going to go all the way down. Okay.
Is that it?
Oh, hold on. I really need to make sure that this is tight on his head. Alright.
Feels tight. You want me to do this?
I'm going to have to pull this down, okay?
Okay. As hard as you can?
Is that choking you?
No.
Turn around. I hate the way it's wrinkled right there.
Where at?
In the current, like in the crease. Like right in here. It stays straight, but it's gonna have to do. Right, there's a piece that.
A little bit more of the back,
Yeah.
where the more thicker hair is. It's definitely going to be noticeable in the back. I'm actually pretty excited for this.
We'll see how it turns out.
You gonna double check every single one?
Now don't forget, Tyler, your hair is dark. So this may come out a little orangey at first.
Alright.
We'll see. Alright, so all of the hairs are pulled through, as you can see. So now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take the container they provide it with to me, and it comes with the blonde highlighting powder. Just want to make sure all of the ingredients are shaken to the bottom. And then it also comes with the developer. Hold on, Tyler. And then the conditioner and shampoo. So when we're done, I'm going to have you go into the bathroom. And actually I can probably do it in here. I'm going to shampoo your hair real good and condition it. Normally, if I was doing my hair, once you get all of this rinsed out of your hair or you want to pull the cap off, I suggest if you have long hair like me, that you put some conditioner on top of it. It just makes it easier for the cap to come off. But for him, the cap's going to slide right off. So what we do is we pour the powder into the container. Smells. All right, and then we're going to put the developer into the container. And then you take this and mix it. You want to mix it really well to where it's completely blended and there's no lumps. And I do recommend, if you have a lot of hair, this isn't going to take long for him, but if you have a lot of hair, to do this in a well-ventilated area. Okay. They do provide you with gloves inside of the instructions. I have just done this so much, I pretty much know what to do. I just need to decide how long to leave this on his head. So, they did not provide me with gloves. Holy moly. Oh yeah, they did. They're stuck. I couldn't see them. This is the cap that's going to go over his head once I'm finished. So we're going to leave it on. That's not English. Okay, so it just says to check it every 5 to 10 minutes and not to exceed 60 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have my handy dandy glove here.
Where'd you get that from?
And the glove just peels off.
Oh.
Isn't that
That's
cool?
Yeah.
It was like incognito. Couldn't see it. Okay. All right. Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
You're just gonna rub the paste?
Yep. You just take this and you rub it on the hair. You don't want to massage this into the cap because if you do, the blonde will bleed onto the other hair. And then you'll have a big mess. So I am gently just dabbing my fingers in this and massaging. I'm making sure I'm getting every single strand nice and saturated without massaging this into the cap. Because if this goes down into the holes, it's not going to look right. And I will not need all of this for his hair. You guys don't know how tempted I am to put it on my hair, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait like a good girl.
It's kind of on the left. My left.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of falling in to the cap.
Right there?
Yeah.
It's okay. Again, be very careful not to get this into... Can you pull the cap down? No? Okay. That's good.
So when will the highlights start kicking in?
You'll see. Your hair will start changing colors. It's just... Some of these baby hairs aren't wanting to stay in there.
Staying what?
In the hole because the cap is shifting on me. Maybe it's because you got a little bitty noggin. We always said he had a big noggin. Maybe us women have a bigger noggin than men.
Hmm. My forehead's like really cold now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is nice and saturated. This piece is nice and saturated. Just want to make sure I get it all done. Okay. Make sure you dispose of the gloves properly.
Did you get every single strand?
Yep. So now what we do next, keep going to them, is we're going to tie, I'm going to put this over his head to lock the heat in. Sorry, bud. Can you see?
Yeah.
And this locks the heat in so it can activate. And I'm just going to tie this up with a ponytail holder because I don't think I have a good clip. Okay, so now we're going to just leave this on and I will keep checking it. But it looks like it's going to take him a while to process because his hair is pretty dark. Tyler, I don't want you to fool with this. I know it might start to itch, but don't mess with it. Don't like move it. If you move it, it's not going to work right. Don't do anything. Don't go in your room and lay down, and I will keep an eye on it. So I'll show you what it looks like right now. Looks like a bunch of worms coming out of his head. And we will just keep progress as we go along. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. It's been a good 45 minutes to an hour. His hair took a little bit longer to process because it was so dark. But as you can see, it is turned. I just don't want to leave it on any longer than this. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to rinse. Again, I'm going to rinse him with the shampoo and the conditioner that comes in with the box. It is good stuff, so I highly recommend not skipping this step. So we will be back, right, Tyler?
Yep.
Okay, so we are done. It's not really dry yet, so we need to sit down for a minute, waiting for it to get drier than what it is. But so far, this is what we've got. I think I should have went a little heavier in the back, but this will do. He wanted more up front, I guess, so it's more noticeable. But I think he looks pretty cute. What do you think, Tyler? Do you like it? Why are you getting shy?
I like it.
He likes it. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more crazy antics and reviews. And please make sure that you like and share. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday. I'll talk to you later, guys.